Hey guys, how you doing? So I've been watching online and I've been up to date with what other people are doing and their Elliott wave counts and stuff. But on the lower time frame, I actually noticed that no one has my scenario in mind, at least not at the moment. So I just wanted to share my scenario on the lower time frame. But while we're at it, why not also quickly look at a higher time frame? So currently in my mind, I have this as an ABC. This is my preferred scenario. Then this is an expanded flat as well, also an ABC, which then would follow with another move to the downside, which is likely to be a 3-wave or a 5-wave, we'll see. But at least I currently still expect Bitcoin to move to the downside after this move up is finished. Now, if we zoom into where we are currently, then this is what I have. So the green count, let's focus on the green one first. So when I zoom in a little bit for you to see, I classify this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then an A, B, C, so an expanded flat in the 2, which makes this the low of 2, and then eventually this peak over here for me classifies as the high of wave 3 on the higher time frame, of course, the green count, which eventually led to some sort of an A, B, and then a 5-wave move down in the C to end the wave 4 on the higher time frame. And then we come to the end. Now you can see, first of all, I run a channel because there's a couple of different things you can do to figure out what the high of wave 5 might be, which also includes the channel, which is pulled from the low of 2 to the low of 4 to the high of wave 1. And then wave 5 tends to end where the channel high is as well. So but we'll see if that actually happens. On log scale it looks a little bit better. Why not? Let's stay in log scale. So when we go to the lower time frame now, I'll go to the 1 hour. So this is what I'm currently thinking. We have a wave 1 and 2, and whatever it is, like, you know, wave 1 can be here, 1, 2, it's not, you know, it doesn't come down to detail. It's also quite messy down here, but oops, I think like wave 1, let's say 2, 0 over there. So we have a wave 1, 2, then eventually we got a 3 all the way up, a 4 down. This is my current preferred scenario. And then this is what people struggle with at the moment. At least that's what I noticed online. So if you watch different YouTube videos, you will see that many people are struggling with this part. What is happening here? So I've had different scenarios, but actually today when I was looking at it, I had to think of what happened in 2021 with an ending diagonal on the daily time frame before the dump from like, I don't know, like 65k to 30k or something. And I was like, wait a minute, this might actually turn into an ending diagonal wave 5. So that basically means that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's normal. That's just impulsive. And then the blue wave 5 over here might be an ending diagonal, which is in this case a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 wave. And therefore we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal before then eventually moving to the downside. So this is the idea that I have at the moment. It's absolutely valid, at least as it stands now. I currently have this as the low of wave 2. So of course, when this low is broken, I either have to change wave 2 to the new low that's going to be made, or if we break the low over here of this blue wave 4, then the scenario of an ending diagonal wave 5 is invalidated. So then I have to, you know, I need a different scenario, and I do have alternative scenarios, but in this specific video, I just want to show you my preferred scenario, which currently is the ending diagonal. Now, in an ending diagonal wave 5, the waves tend to be zigzags, which means it's a like an ABC, like 5, like 5, 3, 5 type of move. So in this case, impulsive 1, like A, B, C, extended to the 2.618 fib. If we take the fib from the low here to the high, to the low there, and we, oh wait, this is the brush. I'm still in the brush tool. Let me get out of my brush and then from the low to the high to there, and then extension. So there you can see the green line over here, the 2.618, which has almost been hit to the dollar, like almost perfectly. So I classify this as like an ABC. Then on the lower time frame, we'll jump there in a second. This can be classified as I have to go to the lower time frame to show you this one, because it might actually be a 3-wave on the lower time frame. And let's see, where are we? Oh, there we are. So this move down here might be a zigzag, in like this can be an A, B, C. So we have this range over here, A, B, C. But in an ending diagonal, you can have single, double, and triple zigzags. And if you want more information, you can Google online on what that is exactly. But in this case, the wave 2 might be a triple zigzag. So basically what that means, if we have a ABC over here, then we have a 5-wave impulsive move over here. Then we have some sort of a correction with another 5-wave move over here. So then this is the second ABC. And then we have another one, A, B, C. And this would then be the first zigzag, the second zigzag, and the third zigzag, which of course the B in the second one is very long, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that is invalidated. And then the current scenario might be that if we look at zigzags, this might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, because I don't know what's going to happen with price action, we're going to find our way to the downside before another move up in 5 waves, which would then be the high of this third one in an ending diagonal. So then this is another ABC zigzag before we get another ABC zigzag and then another one. I do want to mention at least one important rule for you guys that are going to follow this potential scenario in play. And that is that, so first of all, I mentioned if price goes below this 4, it's completely invalidated. If wave 3 is going to be longer than wave 1, it's also invalidated. And you can check that by actually, so the low of 4 to the high of 1 to then the low of 2. And wave 3, so wave 3 in an ending diagonal is not allowed to be longer than the wave 1. So wave 3 has to end below the 1-to-1, which currently sits at 25,500 basically. And then wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than wave 3. So let me remove the channel here. Wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than wave 3. So it's wave 1 is the longest, then you have 2. Then wave 3 is a little bit shorter. It doesn't hit the 1-to-1. Then you have 4. And then you have 5. And again, 5 is not allowed to be longer than wave 3. So not longer than the 1-to-1 of 2 to 3, wherever 3 is going to end. So this being said, this is what I wanted to show you. It is currently in my mind a potential ending diagonal. At least this makes sense to me. Especially based on the price action that we have over here, where many people are struggling with, many people are thinking about impulses. Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse all the way higher up? Like, what is it? What's going to happen? Some people are thinking it might go down already. In my case, this for me might be an ending diagonal scenario where wave 5 is going to extend in time. And you see I have fib times over here, and these are the fib times of wave 1, the green wave 1 over here. So this is the fib time from the start of the move to the high of the green wave 1 to the low of 4. So basically the white 1-to-1 fib time that you see over here is the exact same time it took from the beginning of wave 1 to the high of wave 1. And wave 5, especially when wave 3 is extended, which it is very much so, wave 1 and wave 5 tends to have the same length, like magnitude and length, even though wave 5 is already a little bit like longer, let's say, than wave 1, but not in time. So that's why I think it makes sense that wave 5 is an ending diagonal, because it then takes more time for this impulse, this last green wave 5 to end, which would also make it get closer to the 1-to-1 of wave 1 as well. So time-wise, it just makes sense, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the idea that I have at the moment, which basically comes from back in the day 2021, where we also had this as a wave 5. So where we had this move up as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is the update. Yeah, no fancy stuff. I'm, if you're interested in having some more videos from me, again, I am thinking about providing you short Elliott wave updates, as well as, just updates, Bitcoin specifically, on the channel, without too much fuss and too much editing and whatnot, but just an update video for you guys. So, hey, if you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And please let me know in the comments if you're interested in hearing more of my thoughts, because I am interested in uploading more videos, and maybe even multiple videos a day, like 2 or 3 a day, with very short 10-minute updates about what's happening considering price action, with a focus on Elliott waves, as well as my target boxes, which you see over here. Looks very messy. But hey, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.